Andy, thanks for joining us. I think we better start with last Saturday's match against Morton. It was a really good performance and a great away win at a really difficult venue.
It was. I think we've shown in our form right throughout the season that, we're capable of doing that. Morton have had a great season, absolutely no doubt about that, but we managed to beat them here towards the end of the last year, and we took that kind of confidence in the way we've been playing into the game, and on the day, our lads played well, competed well, and thoroughly deserved to win the match. So it wasn't a major bonus for us, but it was an important result for us.
And especially after the week before, after that disappointing result against Ayr, it was good to bounce back.
Well, it was, and when you look back at not just the Ayr game last week, but there's a few games where we've maybe drawn games that we feel we should have won. We missed penalties, missed chances, that type of thing. The United game's a good example of that. We should have won the match with the chances we created. We lost a really sloppy goal. But against Morton last week, we were back to normal, solid defensively, won the battle in the middle of the park, and we were also a goal threat. If you can get those things right, then you've got a chance of winning the game.
Ahead of this week as well, another big match here at East End. Hibs are the visitors, and obviously they're having a fantastic season as well. They're 10 points clear at the top of the league. But last time we played them, we were disappointed not to come away with 3 points.
It's I think the way you've summed it up, it shows you how tight the whole league is. The 10 teams are all capable of doing well, and for me, Hibs, they'll win the league. There's no doubt about that. They're 10 points clear with 6 games to go. I know Neil Lennon won't admit to that yet, but I'll be amazed if they don't win it. But we know the bits we've said, the way we played at Easter Road. We gave them 2 goals at start that day. We should have won that game. Their goalies had a couple of brilliant saves towards the end. But if we get the bits right about defending well again, if we work as hard as we can do, and if we can be clinical in front of goal, there's no reason why we can't get 3 points.
I just want to ask you about Hibs and Morton last night. Obviously, the big talking point was the bust up on the side. So we won't go into that. But have you ever found yourself in that sort of situation where you've nearly came to blows with an opposition?
There's been a few bits over the years, but having been at the game last night and having seen footage of it today, for me it's there's nothing wrong with having care and passion. You want to win the game, unless you've been in the dugout or on the pitch, you don't understand sometimes how high tensions can be. Both teams last night desperately wanted to win the match. It was a good game. A draw was a fair result, but it just spilled over a little bit because, as I said, that care and passion. If you don't have that, and you don't have desire and hunger and want to win, then you shouldn't be in this game. And to me, that's what's came across. They probably will get punished for it in some way, but for me, it's nothing really.
In terms of back to the match this coming Saturday, it's obviously going to be a big crowd. Hibs will probably bring a big support, a big home support as well. These are the games that you want to be involved in, and the reason that we wanted out of League One so much last season.
Yeah, we've got ambition to go further and try to get up to the top league where you would get that kind of game every week. Hibs are a massive club. As I said, I was at the game against Morton. The fabulous crowd again, great stadium. It's the kind of stage that you want to play on week in, week out. And if you're a player, you certainly want to be there. And Saturday will be almost like the old-fashioned Premier League game. Dunfermline is a big club, Hibs are a big club. There'll be a big crowd, as you said, and hopefully you'll get an entertaining game. But it's where we want to be.
In terms of the team as well, we saw that Andy Yegan came back in last week, as did Paul McMullen, which is the sort of same starting 11 we've had for 3 or 4 months really now. Is how important is it having that settled team?
Well, I think you build relationships with players. There's no question about that within the team, whether you're centre backs, strikers, midfield players, wide players with full backs. You get to know each other well, and credit to the lads who have started the game that you mentioned there. Most of the games they've set a high standard. They've raised the bar a little bit. And the guys who came in last week, Rhys McKay, for example, come on and did a really good job for us. So, the guys are more than capable of from the sidelines, are more than capable of getting into the team and doing well. And you need that competition if you want to compete and be, as I keep saying, of a high standard.
And finally, to that end, how are we looking in terms of injuries ahead of this?
Nothing fresh. Louis Martin's trained with us this week, which is a major bonus for us. He's had a great season, apart from 1 or 2 injuries. So whether it's a bit early for him, I'm not too sure. And you hope he's got a bit of a knock in his shoulder. So we'll need to see how he is before we finalise the squad for Saturday.